Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is something that I thought I wasn't going to film. When I was going through my breakup, I didn't want to talk about it, and I didn't think I would be making any videos on heartbreak or anything like that. And fast forward now, I am no longer broken up, and I'm still getting so many DMs and comments of people asking me, please can you make a video on how you got over things, or just some tips that we can get. And I felt like I had to do this video because going through a breakup, and unless you go through heartbreak, you don't it's so difficult it's so difficult to explain, and it's not until you're going through it that you understand, wow, like you really do need someone to talk to, and you really do need something to look forward to. So I'm gonna share the things that helped me while I was going through my breakup and while I was dealing with heartbreak. When you're going through it, it almost feels like you're mourning the loss of someone that's still there. You're so sad that you don't have that person with you anymore, and they're still physically there, but they're just not a part of your life anymore, and that's so hard to get through. Let's jump into my tips. Hopefully it'll help someone that's going through a breakup right now. And I hope if you're going through a breakup right now, just know that it gets better. You can only take it day by day. You can't do anything that's gonna make you feel like 100% right away, but you can definitely do things that help and make things easier for you. Whenever I'm going through something, I don't really open up to people. Especially, I don't really tell my friends about it, and I usually don't tell people until I've dealt with it and it's fine, because I hate when people feel bad for me. I don't like to seem weak, and a lot of times I also just don't know how to put into words what it is I'm feeling or going through. And sometimes I just don't want to be judged. Like, I just want to deal with my problems on my own. But when you're going through a breakup, I do recommend that you lean on friends. I leaned on my friends, and I feel like I wouldn't have been able to get through it if I didn't have friends in my corner and people to talk to, people that could understand and could relate to me, and sometimes people that would just sit and listen to me. Because when you're going through something like this, sometimes all you want to do is vent and say things out loud, because you're just like in a fog, and you're like, how did I get here? How did this happen? And you just want to tell another person. You just want to say those words out loud instead of having them in your head all of the time. So definitely lean on friends, and it doesn't have to be friends. It can just be one person that you feel really comfortable with, and that allows you to just speak without judgment and without having to say too much themselves either. I also really think it's helpful if you find some sort of release, because when you're going through heartbreak, you're going through a lot. You're going through sadness, you're going through anger, you have highs, lows, you're stressed out. So you have to find some sort of release so that you can feel okay throughout the days. For me, it was working out. I was working out so much when I was going through everything, and it would get to the point that I would go to the gym, I'd finish my workout, and then I would try to think of what other workouts I could do, because I didn't want to leave the gym. I just felt so good there. I felt safe, I felt busy, I felt like the rest of the world didn't exist in that moment, and all I wanted to do was be at the gym. So if you don't like working out, you can work out at home. You can find fun classes that you can go to, whether it's workout or an activity, dancing, writing, reading, whatever release you can think of, yoga. Just think of something that helps you burn stress off or just get your mind off of things. Something that I found myself doing also was planning things that I could look forward to, like in the future. Like every week, every month, I would have things that I was going to look forward to, because you kind of just feel sad. What other word is there? You feel sad. So you just want things to look forward to. So I had a lot of little things placed, like every week and throughout the month and the months coming up. I had things planned for myself that gave me that happiness that I needed. It's just something to look forward to and to get me excited and to make me feel happy. You kind of have to force yourself to be happy. It's like energies and moods and emotions are contagious. If you're constantly feeling down, it's gonna get harder to get out of that slump. But if you're constantly like feeling happy and doing things that make you happy, you kind of get stuck in that kind of emotion, and you feel that way much longer. So you kind of have to force yourself to do things that make you happy and put a smile on your face. Also, try something new. Try something new that you don't know if you're gonna like, or maybe that you've always wanted to try. This is your moment for things to be all about you. You don't have to worry about a partner. You don't have to be selfless. This is your moment to be selfish and do everything and anything that you want to do without somebody else's schedule or somebody else's needs. So I was doing things like that too. Just try to find a new hobby that you're into, and the only way you're going to discover something that you're into is by trying different things. Go on Groupon, see what classes they have to offer, whether it's a workout class or an activity, painting. There's so many things that you can try, and it's kind of fun to discover something else and to just wrap yourself in, get obsessed over something else. This is your moment to try to discover who you are without your partner, because you kind of get wrapped up in a relationship and you could lose a part of yourself. So this is almost a blessing. You should see it as a blessing for you to discover who you are and what things you like to do. And lastly, you need time to heal. Your heart needs to heal, your mind needs to heal. So I do recommend that you avoid contact with your ex. Don't be looking on his social media. Don't be texting, don't be calling. It's just too much, especially right in the beginning. Even if you think you feel okay, because you're gonna have days where you're like, oh, I feel fine, and then you'll have days where you're a hot mess. So just for as long as you can, avoid it, because it's gonna mess with your head. Again, take this time to just heal yourself. And just to backtrack on some of the things that I said before, like leaning on friends and planning things to look forward to, it doesn't have to be anything major. Like I would plan dinners with my friends, events, I planned a trip for myself with my family. Just little things like that. It doesn't have to be as big as a trip, but just like little dinners. Maybe you plan a lunch with someone, a dinner with someone else, drinks, like just go hang out with you at your friend's house. Like little things that also allow you to be surrounded by other people, so that you're not at home on your phone trying to text him or just replaying things in your mind. Just things to keep yourself busy. That's everything I wanted to share with you guys. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comments so that I can answer them for you, and other people can chime in and answer as well, because we are a community. We should help each other out, and this should be a positive place for us to come and help each other and just feel good, you know? Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.